Today we are going to discuss 3 simple ways to trust your intention. Intention is the invisible force that shapes our reality, driving our actions and defining our destiny. And there is a very high chance that you are not true to your intention. So before we even begin on the 3 simple steps on how to trust your intention, we need to make sure that you completely understand what intention truly means. A lot of people think that when it comes to intention, it just means it is the gut feeling and it is our soul calling. And that makes sense, but that's not the proper way we define it. In my words, I like to phrase it like intention is the resoluteness in the decision to act. A perfect example for this would be, imagine like you are in a dream right now, and it's kind of those lucid dreams where you can't move your body, but you can control and manipulate that dream, right? Now in that dream, if you want to raise your hand, what will you do? Because we all know, if you think about raising your hand in that dream, it won't work. It simply won't happen. By just thinking, you can't make your hand move in that dream. What you need to do is actually take your hand up and actually move it. Of course, the process begins by thinking it in your mind and then having an act. So intention is the combination of those thinking and the action stage. It's not just the gut feeling and you think, wow, I have a cool intention about this thing and that's it. No, the action part is there in that intention. Now that you know what intention is, let's begin with our 3 simple steps on how to trust your intention. Number 1 is clarify it. Clarify the thing that you want to achieve or you want to complete. Let's say you want to use your intention on something in your career related path. Let's say you want to make a decision, a big decision regarding your career. Should you change your career or should you not change your career? And by the way, you can apply this to many more things like relationships and any other area of our life. But for this particular example, let's take an example of your career. You need to write your intention down, the question that you have in your mind. By writing it down and making that intention clear in your mind, you feed your subconscious the fuel that it needs in order to process its thought process and begin working on it to make things clear in your life and to actually give you that fuel that you need to start taking action. Now that you have clarified your intention on what it is that you actually want or desire, we can move on to step number 2. A lot of times we make the mistake of writing our things down that we want to do, and later down the line, after some months, some days, or even after a few weeks, we are like, gosh, I didn't want to do this thing, but I still did it. And the number 1 reason is that we actually chose the wrong thing in the first place. Now this doesn't mean that you stop and don't do anything and wait for the right thing to come right into you and slap it in your face. No. The first step is always to discover new things and explore new things and try out different things in order to get a clear idea of your intention. But does it actually align with your core values? You need to think of it like that. Because if it doesn't align with your core values, then later down the line, you will just torture yourself by doing that thing again and again, and your body and mind will eventually give up because you won't have the motivation to do the things that you didn't even like in the first place. One simple exercise that I always do to recognize if this will actually align with my core values is that you need to take a deep breath and ask your heart. Shut down your mind, shut down the useless thoughts. Well, they are not always useless, but for this particular moment, you need to shut down your mind and shut down those thoughts and think about it again and again. And you need to have the sense of that feeling that you have in your heart, if this is the right thing that I'm doing. If you are having doubts, hesitation, or fear, well, fear is a good thing. It means that you are trying something that is out of your comfort zone, and so you will eventually grow yourself if you take that path. So the two main things that you need to look for here are doubt, and you are not so sure about that. If that is the case, then this intention doesn't align with your core values. But if your heart is saying a complete yes, then by all means you go for it, and that is your intention and not your mind speaking. So if you completed these steps, then we can move on to the step number 3. By now you have your intention defined, you have clarified it if that's actually for you or if that's not for you. Third step is the most important part in this whole process, because if you skip this step, then the previous 2 steps won't work at all. And a lot of the times, personally, I got stuck on these 2 steps and never took the third step towards my intention, and it actually wasted a lot of my time. So you make sure you listen to this carefully. What I want you to do is make an action plan for your intention, because if you don't take action, anything won't materialize overnight and just drop right in front of you. You need to take actions. By action, I don't mean it needs to be the perfect action that you can take, because a lot of times when you scroll on social media and you see people doing things the perfect way, well, they're not doing the perfect way. You think that they are doing it that perfect way and you need to do it like that. No, it doesn't have to be that way. You need to find your own credo. You need to take steps one at a time. You can't grow from right here to up till here if you miss the steps in between this small step and this larger step. So the third step is take consistent, committed, imperfect actions which align to your intention. Now, if you are not sure what action steps to take, or you don't know what you need to do in order to take actions that actually align with your intention, then you can watch my video that I made on how to find your purpose right above. And when you start taking action, you will definitely see results. It won't happen in an instant, but it will take time. But slowly and steadily you will start seeing results. It may be 1 month, it may be even after some hours or a few weeks, but you never stop taking action, because the moment you stop taking action and you just leave that thing for some later time, you actually lost in the game, and that's not what you want. When you see those results, your faith in your intention will actually increase. And to sum it all up, these were the 3 simple steps. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, do give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I will see you in the next one.